awesome. Nobody's mentioned this, but you as Orange Boy and Code Geass, that's awesome too.
Thank you.
Big awesome crazy cyborg. Yeah.
Yes. Crazy alliterative cyborg.
Yeah. You and Durham, that's awesome. Wasn't a fan of Holland and Ugreg, but that's just because I didn't finish it yet.
Okay.
Okay, I have 2 questions. I'm sorry. There's this YouTube thing called Hell's Ultimate Abridged. I'm wondering if you've seen that, because it's really good.
Oh, you know. Oh, you're just a treat.
I really wanted to try and make my own kind of graphic novel, and if it ever becomes a TV show, something I've always wanted to imagine what it'd be like to have voice actors. And I'm not sure if it'd be any good. Do you have any pointers?
Are you asking for pointers on how to write a graphic novel?
No, on what to do with making a story.
Are you asking how to cast the voice actors?
Yeah. What do I do if I'm making characters? What do I do? Things like I do make sure that people actually like them.
So how do you write a story that is compelling, is basically what you're asking. Here is the thing. I think that you write a story that is compelling by speaking about something that means something to you. There's a phrase that I like that is, the hand is no different than what it creates. And so in order for you to author something well, it has to have authority, right? The authority, your authority comes from your own personal experience and something that you actually care about. Now, a lot of people have a lot of passion about something that they want to communicate to others. They don't always have the technical skill to be able to communicate it well. So there is a balancing act that any artist has to do between the passion for what they care about and the technical ability they need to be able to communicate that to an audience. So you have to evaluate yourself. You have to say, okay, are my technical skills good enough to communicate this well? Do I have a good handle on storytelling? Do I understand how characters work, how they interact? Have I studied the best and the worst stories out there to figure out why stories work and why they don't? That's also a technical study that you have to do as an artist. But the other half is, why do you want to tell this story? Unless there is a burning reason why you want to tell this story, if you don't have a reason why, no one else will have a reason why to read it. Does that make sense? So, in a horrible, nutshell, Oracle at Delphi sort of advice, there you go.
Can I ask another question?
Real quick.
All right. One of my favorite voice actors of all time is Johnny M. Bosch. You know him because he's in Eric and Code Geass. He's the main character. I wanted to ask, are you friends with him? Do you know him personally?
Yes, we've done plenty of videos together on YouTube. We've worked on a lot of shows. We see each other. So yes, I have friends with Johnny.
Awesome. Thanks, Electra.
You bet. Take care.
Hello.
Hello.
You are just saying that you're a great voice actor.
Oh, thank you.
And you did the voice for Itachi Ushima?
Yes, I did.
Could you say your favorite quote from Itachi and then Itachi first?
Sure. You know what, my little brother? You don't have enough hate. And you never will.
I just wanted to say that I've been a fan of yours ever since Slayers from Zelgada's Greyworks.
Wow.
And I was extremely pleased to see that you returned to play his part in Evolution R and Revolution.
Yeah, thank you.
And also throughout the anime, I know that the creators loved him so much that he was their actual favorite character. So they put him through all those zany moments and all those jokes. I was wondering, what is your favorite Zelgada's moment in all of the seasons of Slayers? Sorry.
Well, there's a lot of good ones, and I actually left a lot of dirty outtakes for Lisa Martinez, who plays Lena Inverse, because it was so easy to make her blush, so I would just leave the dirtiest outtakes for her when we were in the studio. But I think, one of my favorite moments with Zelgadis was they were in an episode, I think it was in Slayers Next, the second season, when they all have to wear these crazy masquerade costumes, and they're in some maze. And they find Zelgadis, and he's sort of leaned up against a chair, and he's asleep. There's some spell on him because he's asleep. and they're starting to try to wake him up. And in the Japanese, there was some lip flap, and he was mumbling something in Japanese, but we didn't have a translation. We had nothing, we didn't know exactly what he was saying. And like, Crispin, just make something up. And so I'm sitting there going, come here, cutie. and Lena was like, what? So I was like, nothing. I said nothing. What are you talking about? So that's always been a moment that sort of stuck in my head. Or when Gallery's getting in the hot tub with him, he's like, oh, so guys, don't go, I'm just getting in. And the guy's like, I'm already out. Not hanging with you, Gallery.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi.
It's really nice to meet you. I was thinking about Blood Plus and how you played
Blood
it
Plus.
so well.
Thank you.
How did you react, or how did you feel about the story you created from your own point of view?
Well, it's interesting you say that because when Blood Plus was sent out to the that one actually went for the agents in LA. My agents got it, and they sent me the characters that they wanted me to read for, and I was reading for a lot of the male characters, but they did not give me Haji, the character that I eventually cast as. And I went to my agent's office and I said, you know, I could probably play a bunch of these characters, but I'm really right for Haji. That's probably the best fit for me. And they said, Haji's a girl. And I went, no, Haji is a boy, Haji is a man. And they're like, well, that's not what the producers say. And they pulled up the sheet of paper the facts they got from the producers, and it said Haji, female. And it had a picture of Haji with his long flowing hair and the ribbon and I was like, all right, if you let me read for Haji, I guarantee you I will book it because I will be the only man in Los Angeles who's going to be auditioning for the role of the proper gender, right? And so sure enough, they called me back for Haji, and I basically started explaining to them how the whole show worked because it was something that I cared about. I play a lot of vampires. So it was very important to me to get Haji just right. He is what I like to call one of those devoted protector characters that show up a lot in anime. They don't show up as much in American storytelling, but they show up all the time in anime. Whether it's Tuxedo Mask with Sailor Moon, or Inuyasha and Kagame, or Vaughn with Hitomi and Escaflowne, or Tamome in Fushigi with Yada. The idea of the devoted protector, I mean, even Alucard and Hellsing with Integra, right? This sort of devoted, powerful protector was sort of important. And so that was key to me. And I actually rewrote most of my lines in the booth because I was unsatisfied with the script, especially his last speech. He has a very heartfelt speech at the end of the series. And I was like, oh no, that's not the way it's going to go. Rewrite that for you because this has to work properly. So Haji was very important to me that he was just so.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.